Whoa, guys, here is a good one. DNA update after woman claims to be Madeline McCann. A Polish woman who believes she could be Madeline McCann has submitted samples for forensic testing. Now, guys, this would be huge. Madeline McCann disappeared years ago in 2007, and it was one of the biggest stories of the decade. So, if this is her, it would be crazy. It would have huge ramifications for the world. Let's see. A Polish woman who believes she could be Madeline McCann has submitted samples for forensic testing to determine if she is the missing Brit. Julia Faustina, who also goes by Julia Wendell, has been claiming on Instagram and TikTok that she may be the child who disappeared from a family holiday in Portugal in 2007 due to similarities in age and appearance. She has amassed tens of thousands of followers on both platforms as a result, posting under the handle I am Madeline McCann. The 21-year-old has submitted samples for 3 different forensic examinations that will include her DNA sequence along with 23andMe style genetic test to establish her ancestry, private investigator Dr. Fia Johansson. This is crazy. This would be crazy, guys. Let's see now. If the results come back that she's British or from the area, then we are going to continue our investigation into Madeline McCann and communicate with the detectives in Portugal, said Dr. Johansson, who relocated Miss Wendell from Poland to a safe house in the United States after a series of death threats. Wow, that's crazy. All the way from the US. So let's see now. We have a lot of evidence right now that shows Julia was definitely trafficked to Poland from another country by an international sex trafficking group. Well, that's obviously terrible. We are still conducting an investigation, but Julia is definitely not the biological daughter of her parents in Poland. If Miss Wendell's ancestry comes from the same region as Madeline's parents, Jerry and Kate McCann, Dr. Johansson said she will immediately send the DNA sequence to Portuguese investigators. Julia Wendell, that's her spokesperson, Dr. Johansson. Miss Wendell, who said she does not remember most of my childhood, previously said that Madeline's parents have agreed to a DNA test. She claims that the details of her childhood don't add up, leading her to believe that she was abducted as a toddler and that she has a spot on her right eye and a beauty mark similar to Madeline. I don't know about that. Earlier this month, however, Paweł Noga from the provincial police headquarters in Wrocław told Polish news outlet Gazeta that authorities have ruled out Miss Wendell's version of events to be true. Okay, so the police don't believe her. In a 15-minute video posted to her Instagram, Miss Wendell and her spokesperson, psychic, medium, and private investigator Dr. Johansson refuted the officer's claims. Okay, here's where things get a little dodgy. Psychic, medium, and private investigator. Not so convinced anymore, but we'll keep moving on. Dr. Johansson. Now, what kind of doctor? Wait a minute. What kind of doctor is she? There's no psychic. Can you be a doctor of mystical sciences? You can. Doctor of mystical sciences, Johansson. Dr. Johansson said no police officers in Poland said that she is not Madeline McCann, and it was all lies. I don't understand that. I think it's not correctly written. She said a pair also intended to force Miss Wendell's mother to submit a DNA test. Internet users have also speculated that Miss Wendell could be Swiss girl Livia Schwepp, who disappeared in 2011 with her twin Alessia, age 6. Well, that's terrible as well. It wouldn't have as big a ramification, but it would be good if they found out. But I don't remember that case. Julia is very open to the idea she may be indeed another missing child, and they are hoping to carry out a DNA test with the family, Dr. Johansson recently told The Sun. Madeline McCann went missing on a family holiday in 2007. Now, let's see. I've spoken to her about this, and she is open to the fact that she could be any missing child. We've read that. One of the reasons she made the connection is because one of the suspects in Madeline's case looks very much like the man she says abused her as a child. But the same man could be connected to Madeline and other missing children. This is how predators and traffickers work. Yeah, definitely, there could be the same guy doing this, but she did say she doesn't remember the childhood. But I'll give her the benefit here. Just Julia has taken a DNA test, and we are investigating to check her DNA with that of missing Olivia. That would be good. We're investigating all possibilities at this stage. Miss Wendell's family in Poland, meanwhile, have spoken of their devastation at her claims. Okay, this is interesting, guys. The family don't believe her. The family aren't on board with this. For us as a family, it is obvious that Julia is our daughter, granddaughter, sister, niece, and cousin, and step-niece. We have memories, we have pictures, the family said in the Facebook statement via Polish Missing Persons Organization missing years ago. So her family she grew up with, are saying and disputing her claim that she's even adopted. They're saying that they're their family, that they're blood relatives. Julia also had these photos because she took them from the family home with a birth certificate, as well as numerous hospital discharges. We always try to understand all situations that happened with Julia, numerous therapies, medicines, psychologists, and psychiatrists. Julia had it all guaranteed. She wasn't left alone. So maybe she was adopted. This seems like that there was something happened. She was adopted, but the family are devastated that she's going to find out who she is. I'm not quite sure. Threats to our address from Julia, her lies and manipulations, activities on the internet. We've seen it all, and we've tried to prevent it, to explain. We've asked her to stop. Interesting. So the family are saying she's lying, she's manipulative, and it's all a load of shit. The family hinted at Miss Wendell's motivations, writing that she's always wanted to be popular. This gets very interesting, because if she's telling the truth, it's a huge case and a huge win, and that would be great if she is. But on the other side, the family, if she's lying, she's a total narcissist that would use a tragic missing person story for her own popularity gain. So it's fascinating. It could go either way. Julia Wendell is a 21-year-old aspiring musician and model. I don't know about model, but anyway, I digress. Dr. Johansson urged the family to consider a DNA test, to get in touch with us directly so we can discuss the case with them rather than releasing statements online. Some of the information Julia has told us and the evidence we've seen doesn't match what the family are saying, so we would like to talk about it directly with them, she told The Sun. It seems suspicious to me that Julia's family will not take a test, which could clear up these claims very quickly. Okay, that's also interesting. So the family won't take a test, and that's two ways. It's either because they're adamant and they know that she is their daughter, or that they're afraid that they know the truth, that she's not. I'm leaning with the family. I think it would be a great win if they found out or found any missing child, but I'm not so convinced about this doctor of mystical sciences and mediums. That's where it kind of lost me. And when she said she's an aspiring model, I think she's maybe not in her right mind. Maybe she is a narcissist. So I don't know. This could go either way. I hope it's a good story, and I hope if it's true, it would be a huge. It would be amazing. It would clear up that over a decade-long story. So let's see, guys. We'll follow this one, and we'll see how it goes.